The Winter's Tale is a late Romantic play by William Shakespeare. Originally published in the First Folio of 1623 but debuted on stage in 1611, the play follows a man's reckless jealousy as it destroys his family and his own conscience. The Winter's Tale is sometimes considered one of Shakespeare's problem plays because it has elements of both comedy and tragedy. Although not one of his most popular works, the play is still performed around the world. William Shakespeare is one of the most well-known and talented dramatists and poets in the English language, and his plays are still widely studied and performed today. The central character in The Winter's Tale is Leontes. Leontes is the king of Sicily and the childhood friend of the Bohemian king, Polixenes. Leontes is married to Hermione, queen of Sicily. He is jealous and possessive by nature, and he doesn't easily let go of those he cares about. One day, Polixenes visits Sicily from Bohemia. He stays there for many months before deciding to return home to his wife, who's recently given birth to a son. Leontes, however, doesn't want Polixenes to leave. He doesn't want to go back to just having Hermione for company. Reluctantly, Polixenes agrees to stay a while longer. Meanwhile, Leontes becomes convinced that Hermione loves Polixenes and that they're sleeping together. Hermione thinks this is ridiculous, but Leontes believes that it explains why Hermione was so keen for Polixenes to stay. Hermione explains that she only wants Polixenes to stay because it makes Leontes happy. Hermione is also pregnant, but Leontes isn't celebrating the news. He's decided that the baby can't be his because Hermione's been sleeping with Polixenes. Hermione tries to make Leontes see reason, but she's unsuccessful. Leontes broods and decides the only way to make his jealousy go away is to kill Polixenes. Leontes tells a Sicilian nobleman, Camillo, to poison Polixenes for him. Camillo says he'll do it. However, he instead warns Polixenes, who flees Sicily immediately. Everyone around Leontes fears for his mental stability. Act I ends. Act 2 opens in Leontes' palace. Leontes learns that Polixenes has returned to Bohemia in a hurry. He suspects Camillo of treachery, but he can't prove it. In the grips of wild jealousy, Leontes tells everyone that Hermione is unfaithful and that she's carrying Polixenes' child. The other Sicilian nobles don't believe him. They protest that she's surely innocent. Leontes, however, insists that she's thrown in prison. He's not interested in meeting her child when it's born. He sends for a great seer, the Oracle of Delphi, to confirm his suspicions so he may execute his wife or leave her rotting in prison. While imprisoned, Hermione gives birth to a baby girl. She insists that Paulina, a friend and noblewoman, shows Leontes the girl in the hopes he'll recognize her as his own. Paulina agrees. Leontes dismisses the child and decrees she be abandoned somewhere outside the city walls. In the meantime, he awaits the oracle. Act 3 opens at a seaport in Sicily. As Paulina's husband, Antigonus, prepares to abandon the baby, word arrives from the Oracle of Delphi. The oracle proclaims Hermione and Polixenes innocent of the crimes charged against them. The baby girl is Leontes's, and he will have no further children until his daughter is rightfully returned to him. Leontes is incensed by the news, but he's also worried about what he's done and the mess he's put his family in. Meanwhile, a local family finds the baby girl on the coast. She's named Perdita, and she's raised in Bohemia. Act 4 opens after 16 years pass with no sign of Perdita. In the meantime, Hermione dies. Leontes spends these years fretting over his decisions and wishing he could take them back. Eventually, Perdita meets Prince Florizel. He's Polixenes' son, and she falls in love with him. Polixenes, however, recognizes Perdita for who she is, and he doesn't want Florizel having anything to do with her. Perdita and Florizel decide to flee to Sicily in the hopes of meeting Leontes. Camillo finds them and helps them on their voyage. Act V begins in Leontes' palace. Florizel poses as a diplomat on behalf of Polixenes, but Leontes sees through the illusion. Polixenes and Camillo appear, and they beseech Leontes to listen to their sad story. Leontes discovers that Florizel is enamored with a woman who was found as a baby abandoned on the beach. He suspects this might be his daughter, but he can't be sure. He lets them continue their story. When Perdita is revealed, Leontes realizes she is his lost daughter after all. Everyone rejoices that the Princess of Sicily has returned, and they hope Leontes has learned his lesson. Meanwhile, a statue of Hermione comes to life, and the whole family is reunited. The play ends with everyone happy and with Leontes committed to improving his behavior. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.